Oh, yeah. We got couch bets. Maybe. Well, we do. We absolutely have couch bets. Ugh. Man, I just saw this tweet. NASCAR was in town at Bristol 6 days before. Now 40 miles from Bristol gets completely wiped out. 33 people are missing. Holy smokes. Yeah. You can get even money on some Elliott matchups. Yeah, we'll talk about Elliott. Bell is not the couch bet. Yes, I know. Ryan, the couch bets have been bad. But anyway, let's get this show on the road. I love going head to head with the National Football League. I don't care. Bring it. Cheers. Taking a pull. So I got a couple got my mom in town listening in the living room. Got a couple people, a couple of my buddies from North Vancouver, Shiloh and Lewis. You guys gonna watch a NASCAR race today? I think you should. Let's talk about who's gonna win the race though. Shiloh and Lewis, you guys should tell Pete to put some bets out for you. You guys can start betting. You gotta get these kids started young betting. I always say that. Okay. Let's get this rundown going. Chris Bell. Anybody see that poll coming? I can't believe they opened him at 10-1. 10-1 was kind of crazy. I thought for sure he would open at 6 is what I told Todd. And so we kind of took some 10 thinking that we were going to beat the market, and then he reopened 10, waited. I think there's some 8s out there still. But yes, I think Chris Bell is good. The only problem with Chris Bell, I don't know, when has he been the fastest at 1.5 miles? And don't say Charlotte, he was not the fastest. So, you caught some 12? That's pretty good. Caught some 12 on who? Oh, you guys have some pre-practice stuff. Okay, that's fine. Brian has everybody pre-practice. I wonder what bad pre-practice numbers do you have, Brian? Do you ever have bad pre-practice numbers? Do I trust Chris Bell? I don't know. Ty Gibbs. Okay, Chris Bell, top 5 car. Ty Gibbs, also a top 5 car. And when he reopened 16, I was kind of shocked. I think Ty Gibbs is really strong. I can't say I think he's going to win the race, but he's going to be good. I have some top 10 on him. Wow, Gibbs at 25 pre-practice. That's good. Marty at 15 is not good. Yeah, I think Ty Gibbs is strong. Kyle Busch. I don't know. What do you guys think about Kyle Busch? Decent in practice. Arguably the best he's looked. Not good on the short run, but good on the long run. He was solid here. He's been solid kind of on these bigger tracks. If you go back to Michigan, he was pretty solid. He was a good car, not a great car. But he could be around. He could be around. I mean, I took a crumb on him at a stale price, but he's probably still a loser for me. Tyler Reddick, I have nothing on, and I don't think he's good. I have not bet against him, but Tyler Reddick was kind of the worst Toyota. Now, that doesn't mean if the Highline comes in, if you watched the race yesterday, that he won't be that strong. I think he could be really strong, but nothing we saw in practice made me think he was going to be strong today. He was not as good as Ty. He was not as good as Byron. He was not as good as Hamlin. He was not as good as Bowman. I mean, there's a lot of guys he was not as good as. So I think Reddick is going to struggle. Where he could be strong is if the Highline does come in. The Highline comes in like it did yesterday for Eric Almirola. You expect Reddick to be up there and fast. Yeah, a Big Ross, I agree with the fades. I don't have the balls to do that quite yet, but I don't hate it. People love Byron today, Jacob, and I do not know why. We're going to get to him. Joey Logano. I'm so curious. Big Ross, what do you think about Logano? Yeah, Bell minus 110 versus Red Dog. I like that. I do not. I do not like. What do you think? No, what do you think about Logano? I'm curious about Logano. Yeah, he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad. Love Logano at 25. Took the 17 against him. I do like the 17. Yeah. Yeah, I like what Ryan just said. If you have a solid take on Joey Logano, I think that's a problem. I would say this, I'd be careful fading Logano. I have nothing on nor against him. I've only faded one guy. But Logano, it was actually a good practice for him. It was a good practice for him. Oh yeah. Sponsored by RFK Racing. Yeah, the 17 long run today. I agree. Okay, let's keep her moving. William Byron. He was okay in practice, but he's way overvalued. Across the board, way overvalued. Could he be strong? Yes. But I was having this conversation with Derek earlier today. When was the last time the 24 passed someone? I can't remember the 24 making a pass in the last 15 weeks. I cannot get behind William Byron. He pitted after, 12 laps. I just don't see what the market sees. Could I be wrong? Sure. Yeah, he is. Yeah, since I called him Jimmy Johnson, he hasn't passed anybody. Yeah, I agree. RFK is going to be good. We're going to get to RFK. They qualified terribly, very predictably terrible. Ryan Blaney. The best car in practice? Can we all get on the same page? Best car in practice? Very close to it? Ryan Blaney? Can't believe his price when he reopened 16. Definitely hit that. I don't know what Ryan Blaney needed to do in order to get a shorter price, but I added, and arguably the best car. Arguably the best car. Blaney said he loved his car. Yeah, I think Blaney is going to be in the mix. Blaney is going to be in the mix. Yeah, 16. That's a great bet there. I love Blaney. There's some top 5 plus 220 out there. He's a top 5 car. Yep. Oh, wow. Brian stealing Kyle's, trying to take some credit for a bet he made. Yeah, Blaney top 5s. I don't hate that at all. I haven't played it yet, but I do like it. Plus 220. I think you're getting paid properly there. I think you're getting properly paid. Denny Hamlin. Terrible short run, great long run. Denny's going to be there. Does anybody think Denny's not going to be in the top 5? Does anybody think Denny's not going to be racing for this win? What are you, nuts? Of course Denny's going to be there. 6-1 is actually not that bad. If I had seen a little bit more out of practice from him, it would have been a bet. But yeah, I don't have him, but I could see, yeah, Denny top 5, even money, not terrible. Don't worry, Gary. I'll get to my fade. He's starting deep in the field. Denny 750 on FanDuel? That is not bad. I don't know how you don't bet that. Larson also, I'm going to get to Larson, but he's also got a good price on FanDuel. Yeah. And here's the thing. Last week, I do think that Blaney was a top 3 car last week. He looked good in practice, and he was good. That's the thing about Blaney is he pretty much runs how he practices. So I anticipate more of the same this week. I think he's going to be strong. Very strong. So, yeah, Denny, he's going to be there. Chase Briscoe, I think I think Chase, man, he's a couch bet. We ain't getting a couch because of Chase Briscoe. I can tell you that right now. I think they're out to lunch, and every SHR car is like trying to help him. I think I have some top 10 on him. I don't like that. I'd trade a bag of pucks for that. I don't like it. Daniel Suarez, I have no idea how he qualified there. I don't anticipate him hanging around long. I anticipate him just racing for his life on the lead lap. That's what I anticipate. What do you mean Wormy isn't playing pool today? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Suarez, I have nothing on nor against him. I think this is a great qualifying for him. I don't anticipate him hanging around. Yeah. I loved Briscoe. Big Ross, I did. I got him at 60. I thought that was a great price. That's dead in the water. Kyle Larson. Okay, so if I said that someone's going to lead a bunch of laps and win this race, there's only one person that could be, and that's Larson. After the Xfinity race yesterday, you kind of have to say the High Line was the fastest. There was only one car that could run up there. Now, if the 5 car isn't set up to run up there, which he started off practice average, but I think they got it better, he could dust the field. He could dust the field. But I don't know. I do not have him to win. I have him to win the second stage. I have him to win the second stage. That's it. I don't think he can get there in the first stage. It's almost like protection. I feel like Larson wins stages more often than he wins races, obviously. I don't think he can get there stage 1 unless he'd have to be so much. And if that's the case, if he gets there stage 1, I'm happy having him stage 2. Yeah. Big Ross with the comment of the year. Larson gonna be fast. Really? Alex Bowman had a really good practice, but I don't see him driving through the field, but he was solid. I just don't see him driving through the field. I have nothing on him nor against him. I actually do have a little bit more on this race than I thought I was going to have, but I had a good truck race, a good Xfinity race. I was just kind of happy to leave here making some money, but then I find then they post odds. It's like, well, how do I not bet that? So I have nothing on nor against Bowman. I think he will be good. I think he's going to be a top 10 car. The price I got on Larson stage 2 was 4-1. 4-1. Bubba's pretty strong. I just can't get behind him. I don't know. I can't get behind him. I don't know. Does anybody have a take on Bubba? He pitted kind of early in practice. I think they got a little bit better, but yeah. I don't know. I got no feel on Bubba. Carson Hocevar. I mean, there's certainly speed. He gets speed out of the race car, but I don't know that. I don't know. Do you trust him? Yeah, I don't really trust Carson, obviously. Zane Smith. I definitely took Zane Smith in a matchup. Top 10 for Carson. I do not think he's a top 10 car. Man, I'm going to run through the top 10 and then we'll see where he ends up. Yeah, 23XI. No, I don't think they unloaded as fast. They certainly unloaded poorly. They got their race car better. I think that Bubba got his car better than Reddick did in practice. I think 3-1 on Carson or Carson. Yeah, I don't think so. I wouldn't play it. Could he finish top 10? Sure, but I think that he would need a lot of help. Where are we at? Zane Smith. I mean, I took him over Johnson minus 150. I don't know. I was kind of shocked about that. I think that they both had the same chance of wrecking out, and Zane Smith's way faster. I don't know what else to say. Eric Jones. There's a lot of Eric Jones love. I don't buy it. He was decent in practice. He wasn't great, but a lot of fall off towards the end. I don't know. Wow, you got Zane minus 115. Oh, that's a good bet. Let's see. Austin Cindric. Man. Don't think he's going to be that strong today. He had to pit a couple times in practice. That's typical of him to just kind of not be great at high tire wear tracks. This is survive in advance. I was talking earlier, like I said, with Derek. This is the biggest race of the year. I know it's easy to say going into it. This is the biggest race of the year for the big hitters in the playoffs. For Bell, Reddick, Logano, Byron, Blaney, Hamlin, Larson. Huge race for them because you're getting into races where there's a lot more variance. The next 2 weeks are big races for Briscoe, Suarez, Cindric. That's where it's really big. So these heavy hitters they're going to be trying to win this race. They do not want to go into Talladega and to the Roval with unknowns. Whoever wins this week this is arguably the biggest race of the year besides Phoenix for the big dogs because there's just 2 question marks coming up. They will do everything they can to win. You want to talk about lap 33 and 34 practice for who? Who had 33 and 34? Yeah, win here, win in Vegas, on to the final. Yep, I agree, Highline. Who are we talking about lap 33 and 34? Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, if that's the case, we know who we're getting to the guy that's going to be really good. Let's see. Stenhouse. You would think Stenhouse is going to be good, but I don't trust him. This high line, he should be good, but I don't trust him. Martin Truex Jr. I thought he looked average in practice. I don't know. It's almost like he just doesn't care. I think he'll move up. I have him against Kyle Busch from the best bet of the week. I don't love it. I don't love it, but I don't know. Truex is going to be better than he qualified. I mean, I don't see him riding around 19th. Chastain, not good. So here last in the spring, Chastain was really strong, but he was up front. When he fell back, he was not the best car. So I think Chastain's going to struggle today. I think they missed it a little bit up in the setup. He was fast early, pitted, and then had a lot of fall off. I'm not sure that he's going to be good. But Big Ross, are you talking about you think that there's going to be tire issues at lap 35? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm not a fan of Chastain at all. Not a fan of Chastain at all today. Michael McDowell. He's a tough guy to figure out. I don't know. He pitted a couple times in practice. That's typically not good. I have nothing on him nor against him. Austin Dillon, he's a guy you want to like coming into a highline track, but he was really bad in practice. So I don't know. I'm not touching Austin Dillon. Justin Haley. I think this is a wait and see. I feel like there's a lot of people that are opinionated about Justin Haley this week. Running in the 7, he's going to be way better. Is he? Is he going to be way better? In theory, he should. In theory, he should be, but we don't know. I think this will be a good race to gather some information for future bets on Justin Haley and Corey LaJoie. I'm not gonna touch anything. I would just rather let's just see. Let's just take one race and see. Noah Gragson. Man, we had him top 10 here in the spring, and I think everyone had him, and everyone did such a great job cashing that ticket, but he started inside the top 10. There's a hell of a difference between starting in the top 10 and staying there and starting 24th and driving through the field. Noah Gragson has not driven through the field. That is not a thing. He hasn't done that at all this year. I don't know how he does it, but I think that I like this bet a lot more early in the year than I do now. And everyone's kind of onto it. I'm not high on Gragson today. Not because I don't think he's going to be good. I think he'll be solid. He's not driving up through the field like he did. Well, or finish in the top 10, in my opinion. Now we're getting to the heavy hitters, the RFK boys. Chris Buescher, long run, looked fantastic. Fantastic. And is a couch bet at 35-1. Couch bet. I don't know how he gets there. Where did he start? Where did he start in the spring? Someone look that up. I think Chris Buescher is really strong. I also think Brad Keselowski's strong. I think they're both good. That Chris Buescher group, there's a group where he's 9-1 to win the group. Sorry. That's crazy. He shouldn't be 9-1 to win his group. I think he's going to be strong. Let's see. Get him betting young. Yes, Pete. That is exactly my advice. You got to get kids cashing tickets early, right? Okay. I think both Buescher and Keselowski are going to be good. I have Buescher a little bit better than Brad. Yeah, Buescher top plus 225, top 10. I think that needs to be a bet. So he started 12th in the spring, Highline saying. Yeah. RFK guys, I would not fade Truex. I just can't do it. He started 12th in the spring. That's significantly different. I don't know. Maybe he can't get up there. I think he'll be good. I think that those RFK guys in the long run on 1.5-mile tracks have been arguably the best all year. I thought they were both really good. Well, at least Brad was really good at Chris was good here in the spring. Brad was good here, or Brad was good at the Coke 600. I thought he was the best car. I don't know. I like them both, and I think you're getting properly paid. Oh, there's Hot Guy Podcast. Corey LaJoy, again, fact-finding mission. Harrison Burton, I took him over Johnson at a plus 125. I don't love it, but I can't get behind Johnson. I think he'll go down laps early, and hopefully he gets pinned. Yeah, there's a good chance, Racing Rast, that once Larson gets ripping the top, if he's the best, it's not going to be close. The one thing that sometimes Larson's car doesn't work well up there, and if he's not set up for it, which I imagine he would be, it could be a struggle. Plus, there was some moments yesterday in the Xfinity race where Almirola actually was kind of diamonding the corner, kind of getting a lower runoff of 2, and that seemed to be working. So the Johnson matchups were on screen. They've since been taken down from what I can see, at least on mine. So usually a local bookie will have those. Josh Berry, gosh, for some reason I thought he was going to be good here. He's not. I think SHR is significantly worse than they were last time. Yeah, turning down sooner. Yeah, that's right, Jacob. You think it's back up now? Okay. Well, I mean, I faded Johnson. I don't know what prices they are at. I got minus 150 and plus 125 on those guys. FanDuel had Buescher at 44-1 to win. Yeah, FanDuel is a tough one for me to get bets out on. Hemrick actually looked good in practice, but nothing on nor against. John Hunter Nemechek, I don't know, not that good. Ty Dillon, I mean, I don't know. Todd Gilliland actually looked like bad in practice, so I don't know about that one. Kaz, Jimmy Johnson, I faded. Yaley. So let's get to Priest and Elliott. I thought Priest looked pretty good. You can go to, I think, bettheboardpodcast.com to check out for the best bet. I did give one out. I still think it's sitting around a properly placed bet. I do maybe see it up there. But yeah, check out Go to Bet the Board, and I do have a bet posted there. Ryan Preece, I thought was solid. How's he going to get up front, especially when the guy's not typically good on the short run? He was really good on the long run, but not good on the short run. And if that's the case, I just don't know how you don't go a lap down early. Chase Elliott, I thought was really strong all day. He's going to have issues. He doesn't have a great stall. He's pinned behind or around lead lap cars. I think he pits right in front of Eric Jones, who's going to be ahead of him at least to start. And then his exit, he has Chris Buescher in front of him and William Byron. So I don't know how well Chase is going to be able to pick up spots on pit road, which is going to happen. It's going to have to happen. I don't think he goes a lap down. I think he's a strong enough car to not go a lap down. But then again, I still think it's going to be a difficult day for him. Okay, top 10. Bell, Gibbs, Busch. Wait, maybe not. Let's go without Busch. Bell, Gibbs, Blaney, Hamlin. Oh, I skipped a lot of drivers. Larson, Bowman, Buescher, Brad. Logano. Busch, I guess. I don't know. I'm like really sure on. I don't think Truex is a top 10 car. He could get there. I just don't think he's top 10. Bell, Gibbs, Busch, Logano, Blaney, Hamlin, Larson, Buescher, Brad. Who did I miss again? Byron or Reddick? I don't know, guys. Top 10, I don't know. How about that? We'll just say I had no clue other than the top 5 cars, in my opinion, are Bell, Gibbs, Blaney, Larson, Buescher. Maybe Hamlin is like 6th right there. Yeah. Stage 1 matchup, Buescher over Chastain. Well, I guess I don't. That's a stage 1. He's got to pick up some spots. I think he's better. But you have Logano top Ford from pre-practice. Yeah, Brian, all I hear about is all your great bets from pre-practice. I don't ever hear about the bad ones. There's got to be some bad ones. I have terrible ones. Briscoe to win and top 10. Those are the only bets. And then Truex over. I don't have one good bet from pre-practice and qualifying. Brian's got 100. Yeah, and Chastain fired off fast. That's the other thing, too. I think Chastain actually fired off pretty fast, just bad in the long run. Truex 15-1. Yeah, donkey. Yeah, I agree that Preece is probably out there studying stuff. Yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it, I didn't have one. Oh, weird. You have Reddick now? Oh, had no idea. Well, I mean, Reddick could be good at that. Just going to need the high line. Yeah. I have never. The best bet, by the way, that we give out on the podcast, if we beat the market, we lose. If we get crushed by the market, we win. So we should look good this week. Winner. Oh, man. Who's going to win? I would say it's going to have to come down to Larson, Blaney, and Hamlin probably. Yeah, see, that's a good idea, Ryan. I think you just bet every driver, and then you can't lose. Okay, so I'm going to go with Blaney. Blaney's the winner. Blaney is the winner. That's my pick. Also a pretty good bet. I think the best odds out there are Buescher at 35. I think Buescher at 35. I didn't think Buescher could get up through the fields at a road course, and he was able to. So maybe he can do it today. It's going to be hard to pass. That one, the thing with Buescher at 35 is that could be a bet that's just over instantly. My thoughts about Chase Elliott, I think he's going to be good, but he is not priced like that. Or he is priced like that. And starting last is not easy. I don't think last time he liked Blaney, he didn't make it a lap. He made it 2 laps. What do you mean? Yeah, I like Blaney. I like Blaney last week too. He just started too deep in the field. This week he's actually starting up front. I think he's going to be strong. Yeah, I think the Buescher, he's going to have to get off to a quick start. But if he does, he's going to be there. But if you just kind of, let's just say you miss it a little bit at the start of the race, that's tough. The top 10 I do like. And then, like I said, I have some Larson at to win stage 2 at 4-1. That's just a little protection. I agree, Joseph. I agree. Larson could make this a snooze fest. Larson could make this a snooze fest. Yeah. All right. Well, any questions, anybody? Any questions? Nothing? All right. Blaney, your winner. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the last pre-race poll I'll be drinking. I'm doing the Sober October. Sober October. Sober until I'm a dad. Then I'll go back to getting hammered. Yeah, so we'll be doing like NA beers or something. What should I do? I am worried about sobriety. Yeah. Drunk Worm takes such good care of Sober Worm that, Thoughts on the Stenhouse group? Who else is in it? Listen, I like Stenhouse if he just runs a normal race here. No, complete sobriety. Nothing. Just, I know. Nope. Complete sobriety. Sober October. No, no grass. No, can't do it. That would be the worst. My wife goes into labor and that's going on. That'd be So complete sobriety. Dad of the year. Come on, Ryan Blaney. Make me look good. I like Blaney. Larson to win second stage. Bell's going to be strong. And then in the long run, I like Buescher. So, all right, boys and girls, thanks for tuning in. Peace.